Hi, today I'll be showing you how to make a DIY mason jar and a candle out of an old glass jar or bottle. So first thing you'll need is about 2 pounds of wax, an old glass bottle, a glass cutter or wet saw, a rubber balloon, an old face mask, scissors, a candle wick, a wick holder or a little piece of metal about the size of a quarter, tape, circular stickers, but those aren't needed, a hot pad, a spoon to stir with, a microwave, oven, or stove top, popsicle sticks, sandpaper, and a scale. The first thing I did was I went underneath my house and I looked for an old wine bottle, and I found one from my mom, which I decided to use. The first step is to cut the bottle to an appropriate length to make the glass jar, and I cut it about 5 inches above the bottom. Next thing I did was take off the label off the bottle. You don't have to do this, but I just did it because I don't want to have that in school. Then sanded down the top of the bottle, and I would recommend wearing glasses or gloves because the glass flakes do tend to get all over the place. I then cleaned the glass in the sink to make sure there's no residue left on it. I then attached the wick to the wick holders and then these double-sided stickers. These aren't needed, but they really help get it firm, and then I taped them to the popsicle sticks. I then measured roughly 2 pounds of wax and put it in the microwave to melt. I heated the wax up for about 30 seconds at a time, and then I would take it out and stir it with a wooden spoon after every go. This took about 3 times to warm up and get it completely liquefied, and after that, I just slowly poured it into the candle to almost the top. After about 30 minutes in the freezer and with the wicks cut, the candle was finally ready to go. To make the mason jar, I repeated the first 3 steps in order to get my sanded down glass cup. So the first step in making your airtight seal is blowing up a balloon. And now what you're going to do is put it on top of the jar. This is why sanding is important, so it's smooth, so the balloon doesn't pop. And as you release air, you're going to press down on the balloon. And then there you have the airtight seal. Now grab an old face mask and cut the sides. The sides are cut, place them over the lip of the jar in order to make an extra seal. Now the mason jar is fully sealed and the balloon won't come off, and you can store things in it. The next thing I upcycled were old railroad ties from Menards that my dad got. We'll be using these as stairs to go down to our fire pit in the backyard. Overall, the candle cost about $30 to make if you haven't bought any of the supplies, but for me it was completely free, and so were the supplies for the jar, but those would be around $5 if you do not have them available. I hope that these 2 projects will help people light their homes without electricity and be able to store their food when they have no other options. As for the railroad ties, it was about $100 for all 6. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today.